game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive to keep championship games alive. And we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the number 9 seed in the playoff, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Running back has it on the screen now. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice, easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice, easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
First down and 10 now. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Catch made on the out route. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The sophomore, lucky that one did not get picked off.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. That's reeled in. It's Gibson. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Aggressive start to this game. They're going to go for it on fourth down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
And the Knowles pick up enough yards to move the sticks. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. Finding some room at the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. He'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And the Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Quick throw caught on the left side. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Seminoles come to the line in a hurry-up. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Seminoles. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Throws to the tight end. He's got a man down the middle. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Good job up front here by this offensive line to give this quarterback enough time to be able to make the right read and throw. And over the years, Chris, Michigan State, that signal caller always seems to be efficient and smart and accurate. We're seeing that again today.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Getting set. Here's second down. We go with a direct snap. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
The Florida State offense on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? To go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Brought down, but broken tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. It's a shotgun run call. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass this time. Looking to scramble. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Defense looking to keep the pressure on. Third down coming up. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. That sack sets up an important third down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
It's a good job by the defense here on this 3rd down. And now it's going to bring up a big 4th down play and a decision here for the head coach.
The Knowles bring their punt team onto the field. Fair catch made at the 15-yard line. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Has the 1st down, still on the move. Tackle made after a solid gain. He'll spot the ball to 31.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Pitches to the back. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Oh, the pass is picked off. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And it's complete downfield. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Knowles. No chance to catch it.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball with a gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
They just felt that one coming. Third down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Oh, and he's got some space here. Still going. It's a foot race. Now they finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return. This drive starts in good position. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? They're going to run it. Powers through.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So now it's third and short from the plus 24. Could be four-down territory. Interesting to see what the call is here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. On the ground, it's Davis. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down mark. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. They do it for a second time. The shotgun running play call. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. He's escaping the pocket now. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield. But the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered. But I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. And the tackle is made. Not the big play that we're looking for, but a pretty solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket now. Grab near the sticks. It's Frazier. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down. Looking to throw the football. He fires it. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And the Spartans will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Short throw complete to the tight end. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. And the Spartans looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State. Well, let's see if this score curve can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Yeah, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
PAT is good, makes the score 21-7. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. About 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. It'll be 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
That run takes it across the 30-yard line. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Noles will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The RPO caught to the right. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, the defense was all over the field in the first half, and as we see here, more of the same to start this 3rd quarter. Big question to me is, now you got a 4th down. You look at that scoreboard, we'll start to wonder, should I go for this?
Serious. The offense going for it inside their own 30. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Trucks through the defender. Just trucks through the defender. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And that's a solid gain for the defense, able to bring him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And they pick up the first on the ground. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's fourth down in inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
And Coach elects to send out the field goal unit. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, fourth and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Michigan State offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Going to try to use his legs here. Breaks loose at the 40. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He'll look to throw it here on second down. Makes a quick catch. That's a big hit at the end, but he'll earn a fresh set of downs.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The Spartans starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch made on the right side.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Got it. Important second down play coming up. Here's the option play. Pitch to the back. In the clear at the 25. Brought down after a big gain and a first down. Defense, no answer to the option that time. And the Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. First and goal, handoff. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. That's an old-school leap, just up and over the defense into the end zone.
And that running back needs to find a picture of that touchdown. Up into the air. He can frame that. It's a nice score to remember.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And they'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Takes the toss, testing the right side here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
He went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Throws the ball to the left after plenty of time in the pocket. Excellent protection. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll run it here. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Chris, this back has had a great day. They're winning the football game. I just looked at my stats. This guy's at 99 yards on the day. You can tell how badly he wants to cross the 100-yard threshold. He's been superb today.
And the Seminoles pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. In the red area, it's Davis. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at fourth down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start the 25. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. And the Spartans hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
After the incompletion, he'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
The Spartans begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. First down here with this offense.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. And the comeback continues. Kirk, you look for rust, you look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast. But I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The Florida State offense on the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Second down play coming up. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. They're going to run it here. Fighting off the defender. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch.
Well, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
First and goal. They play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feed him the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with a hot hand.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. He knocked through the PAT. It's now a 13-point lead in the final quarter. The kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. The sure hands, it's Frazier. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finds his man. Breaking free at midfield. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's complete. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Finds an open target on the left side. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan State. Still plenty of life left. Crucial score for them to cut into the lead, but the clock is their enemy. A lot still has to happen for this company.
I agree, Chris. I mean, I'm impressed that they're fighting all the way to the end, but the time is starting to work against them. Look up at the clock. Any shot at all of a championship trophy is going to come down to their ability to recover the onside kick and then see if they can go down and score.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And it's a kneel down. That's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything.